15 to 20% success rate of real estate agents in this business. That is pathetic. And the question is, why does it even happen? So let's jump into that in this next video, guys. Let's talk about it. Like, share, subscribe. Why are so many people failing to be a good real estate agent? Let's go. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Sascha Chatman here with Chatman Realty Group, and I'm an agent here in DFW. I have a team, Chatman Realty Group, all over the Metroplex here, and I am located myself personally here in Fort Worth. We're powered and brokered by EXP. So here's something that's really been bugging me. I want to talk today about the failure rate of agents and why are so many people failing. Now, here's the thing. I am not going to pull any punches here, and I'm going to go right in on it. And if this hits you hard, then and you're not selling and you're not successful, it's time to look in the mirror and see what's going on. Okay, so let's talk about why so many people are failing. All right. So number one, a lot of new agents fail because they are not with the right brokerage. Okay, that can be big part of what you're going through, okay? Now, it's not the only thing. We're going to talk more about you as an individual next, but being with the wrong brokerage can be a huge disadvantage for you. If you go to brokers that doesn't give you any tools and you got sucky tools, okay, that can hurt you, hugely hurt you, okay? If you're not being educated and trained properly, okay, there's training around compliance, and then there's also training around how to sell a home, how to generate leads, and how to convert them. If you're not getting that and you have no real good coaching or mentoring, that is a problem and you're at the wrong location. All right. Okay. Number two, the unwillingness or unknowing how to adapt. Okay. This is an industry that is constantly evolving and it is constantly adapting. I pride myself personally on continuously evolving and adapting. And I know for a fact that it's hard for people to be on my team who are not comfortable with change. If you're not comfortable with change, this is a very difficult industry to be in. Why? Our contracts change. Laws change, right? The market itself changes. If the economy was to fall apart right now, I am not worried because I know I can pivot my business accordingly. But I do know several agents who will absolutely be done and out of it because they cannot pivot their business. So you have to constantly grow with this thing, and you have to constantly evolve in who you are. I'm not even the same agent I was last year. Like, that guy was okay, and I feel like I'm way better than who I was a whole year ago, and I can sell even more homes, which my numbers are proving that. Now, what I'm excited about is who I'm going to be 6 months from now, who I'm going to be a year or two from now, and where my business will be from that perspective. And it's because I'm constantly educating myself, I am constantly learning from others, and I'm constantly listening. Okay, even though I talk a lot, I listen more than I talk when others are speaking about what they're doing well and what they're not doing well. So I can learn from their mistakes and I can learn from their successes. Okay? All right, number three. You don't have the engine inside of you. There's no heart. There's no heart. There's so many agents out there that don't have a freaking heart to get up in the morning and do it. And I know I'm about to go hard on some people on this one, but here's the deal. If you wake up at 9 o'clock and you're sleeping in, and then it takes you a while to get your day going, and then you're finally trying to call leads at 12 o'clock, why the hell would you think that you're going to be successful? Why would you think you're going to be successful and you've already lost half of your day? I mean, get up. Really, get up and get to work. If you was in a regular job and you had to be there at 8 o'clock, you can't stroll in at 9 o'clock and then lollygag at the water cooler all day and then decide, oh, I start working at 12 when you're going to be off by 5. That's not how this business works. I start my team briefing at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's on a Zoom call. There's no point complaining about it. You're getting up in your PJs. I don't care what you got on. You're just getting on a Zoom call versus getting up at 6, getting yourself ready, getting the kids ready, dropping them off, whatever you got to do, and then making it to the office by 8:30. We're talking about getting on a Zoom call and getting going. So if I got an agent who can't do that, you can't be on my team. I'm sorry. But this is something that I see in a lot of people who are getting upset that their business is not where they need to be. But it's because they ain't putting their work in. I don't feel sorry for people who don't put that work in. If you're not putting that work in, if you're not taking your business seriously and making yourself work like you're an employee, that is a problem. Here's a story. When I first got into business, I had to check myself because I was not used to working from home. Most people aren't. They're not used to that freedom, and I was not. I was always told what I had to do, okay, or who I had to supervise. So when I'm working at home, I found myself watching First Take, Stephen A. Smith, ESPN, and by the time 12 o'clock happened, I'm like, man, I haven't done anything. And guess what? My numbers meant I didn't do anything either. I wasn't selling a whole lot of houses. It was only until I looked in the mirror. I didn't blame my brokerage. I didn't blame the mentoring, the coaching, or anybody else. I looked in the mirror and said, you are wasting too much time. Real talk. Number 4, doing too much. People are doing way too much. I don't know what your lead generation pillars are, but if you're generating leads in so many capacities and you're not able to keep up with it, that's a problem. Do not make the mistake of trying to do everything that everybody else is doing. Okay? So here's the thing about lead generation. Everything in lead generation works, and everything in lead generation does not work. Okay? I prefer to go an inch wide, but a mile deep in a strategy. Okay? Open houses. I became really good at open houses, and I fine-tuned my process again and again and again until I got to the point where I became pretty darn good at open houses, and I can consistently get 20 plus families at an open house. That is what I finally got down to. Then I got, that was good. Now let's get 30 families. Once we started doing that, I felt good enough I could go into another strategy, right? But not everyone can work online leads, new construction leads, open house leads, FISBOs, expires, Realtor, Zillow, you name it. Everyone can't do that. And sometimes you're doing too much and you're not able to keep up. So find something that you actually like when it comes to lead generation that you're actually going to do. Okay? So I don't care if you're a door knocker, you're an open house guy, or you're a new construction guy or girl. Just become the best in your area at doing it. And believe me, the leads will follow and they will come in. But if you don't like that lead generation strategy, don't do it. So don't waste your time. Find something you like, but don't try to do everything. Okay? Here's the last one. Number 5, commission breath. You got commission breath and they can smell it a mile away. It is so funny when I bring this one up is that you find agents who don't like the thrill of the chase and the hunt. I actually do. I get off on it. I love it. I love hunting down a lead and following up and doing that, whatever. I see too many new agents trying to get the right now lead. And we all want that. Don't get me wrong. We all do. I love right now leads, want to buy right now. It is awesome. But I do understand that's not going to be everybody. So what happens is you don't follow up well and you start losing that person, or you push them too much and they smell your commission breath coming a mile away. It's amazing when I talk to an agent and they say, what's the first thing you actually, are you pre-approved? That's the first thing out your mouth? Really? Are you pre-approved? There's so many other ways to ask that question, guys. Like, here's one. So how much do you want to spend on your house on a monthly basis? You know, what's a comfortable number for you? That answer is going to tell you, and say, well, I haven't thought about that. Obviously, they're not pre-approved. Even the worst loan officer gets them to understand what a monthly number is. So you don't have to go off, hey, are you pre-approved? I'm going to take you out till you're pre-approved. Don't turn them off like that. Now, I can't tell you how to run your business, but I like to get with a person and sit down with them in person when I take them to go see one house or two houses to better understand who and what they are. Okay? By the time I've met with them, I've already gotten my questions out the way with them while I'm walking them through a home to better understand what their needs are. So the first thing I'm asking is, okay, great. What's your time frame? Yep. How much house what are you looking at in the house? What are your top 5 things? Things of that nature. I am not asking the financial questions to scare them away. But I see a lot of new agents who take the training too seriously, too seriously. Hey, you got to find out they're pre-approved. And they smell your commission breath a mile away. And they're like, on to the next one. I can't tell you how many prospects that I get from Realtor or Zillow that have been talking to agent after agent after agent. And I'm just showing that I'm available. I'm going to educate them. And I'm going to help them And then they say, I don't want to work with this guy I've been talking to. I want to work with you. Bet. All day, every day. It's not hard to do. But if you're coming off as a super pushy agent, trying to push them into the market and you're not educating them, it's a done deal. Your lead's gonna come across a monster like me out there off of Realtor.com or Zillow, and I'm gonna take them from you, and you're gonna feel upset that you lost the lead when you never really had them. Here's the deal: if an agent can take your lead in a 5-minute conversation, you never had them. You never had them. Especially if you've been following with them again and again and again, you're not giving them something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a video about that one altogether. Okay. All right, guys. So video got a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, I just want to talk to you guys because I'm coaching a lot of people and I'm mentoring them about why they're not able to get it going and why the failure rate is so high in our industry. Well, these are some of the reasons why. These are my top 5 reasons. And I want to put this out there to see what you guys think about it. Leave your questions and comments down below. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. And if you're struggling in your business and you need a little bit of coaching, I will give you a free consultation. We can sit down. We can talk about it via Zoom, obviously. Click the link down below. Let's discuss it. If you're curious about EXP, I'll be more than happy to talk to you about that as well. I hope you're doing well and I hope your business is growing. And if not, let's see if we can get that turned around. All right. Have a blessed day. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.